Hi, my name's Brett Reinhardt, and this is a testimony for anybody out there that might be struggling with addiction. Mine personally was alcohol. I am an alcoholic and don't have any shame in saying that now, especially ever since I got better. Ever since I went and saw Chad and Katie at New Spring, I just I found them because of a friend and a referral. I was desperate. He happened to call me, and he did not know I was in a desperate place. So, even kind of a cooler story, a better story, because he just kind of hadn't heard from me in a while, and he kind of just thought something was up. I had been sober on and off for over a year, and I couldn't get anything to stick. I tried everything. It seemed like I was trading one addiction for the other. Weight room took over, and then AA started working, and then I'd relapse. And I mean, the bottom line for me is the craving of alcohol would not go away. So every day I woke up and I would still think about it, no matter how great my life was going, no matter how happy I was that it was out of my life, because the physical addiction was gone, but the mental part of it was not gone. And I just thought about it from sun up to sundown. It was really, really difficult for me to go on about my day. As most of us that have addictions, we tend to use it as a crutch. I mean, we want to numb, and we want to forget about things. We want to celebrate. We want to use for all the bad things. We want to use for all the good things. We use it as a crutch, whether it's good or bad, and it becomes a habit, and then it becomes an addiction, and then it becomes your body needs it physically. And that's the scary part. So you don't think of these things when you're younger. You don't know if you have the gene. You don't know if I knew I had the gene, and I just still didn't do anything about it, but that's besides the fact. When I found Chad and Katie, it was at a time of desperation. And I read his testimony, and I had been rejected time after time from rehabs, and places just don't have room for guys that are successful, that don't have DWIs, that haven't been to jail, that have money in their bank account. They think that you do not have a problem. So no matter how bad your addiction is, mine was so bad, I had been hospitalized 5 or 6 times for pancreatitis. Every single time they said that I would die again if I drank, and I still continued to drink because it was just too bad. The addiction was too bad. It was too strong. I could never fight it. I tried everything, and I could not get rid of that craving. So I read Chad's story, and I was like, oh, God, that's just like me. Oh my God, maybe this will work out. They went through the whole deal, and I felt comfortable from day one, because I could tell that they wanted to know my history. For anybody out there, do not hide anything. Just tell them what's going on. Don't minimize how much you drink or how much you use or whatever it is that you do. Just tell them, because they want to help you. So we found NAD treatments. I did some research. I watched one video, and I said, sign me up. I'm desperate. I'll do whatever it takes. Some guys in AA just laughed at me and just said, it's another gimmick. It's another whatever. Oh, IV infusion, cure all, whatever. So of course I go into it, and I'm a little skeptical, just like anything else. But it didn't matter. I was doing it, and I was committed. And we went in, and we started getting treatment, and the rest is history for me. It started working immediately. It really got kind of scary for me the first couple of days, because of I could tell something was going on in my brain. So don't freak out if that happens to you too. It just means that your brain is working on a molecular level that you were not aware of, all the damage that you had done. So it's like immediately starting to repair itself. And so I kind of had a psychosis type of moment there for a few days, because like my brain was on overload. It was firing on all cylinders, and it hadn't been for a while. And it was, a little scary at first, but then, they'll tell you you're going to have this breakthrough day. For me, it was day 5. For some, it's 3, some it's day 4, but they tell you that it's that light bulb goes off or on, so to speak, type of day. Either which way, the light bulb went on for me. So I leave there day 5. I had had some rough days, and the light bulb went on, and I was like, "Whoa!" Just blown away. I mean, I couldn't believe like how clear headed I was thinking. I was just on top of the world. Whatever had just happened to me, it happened, and my mom got to witness it. She was there by my side. God bless her. Very thankful for that too. A lot of people don't have a support system. When you're struggling with addiction, you've kind of lost all hope with your family turns their back on you and stuff like that. And it happens. So I'm blessed that that never happened to me, that they were there for me. And, I had everything going for me because I wanted to get better. And I had a wife at home that I'm gonna start crying. That wanted me to get better and forgave me, and she knew that I wanted help, so she didn't turn her back on me either. Thank God. And I went and got better. I do talk to Chad every day. Another really cool thing. Sorry, my phone's going off. It's another really cool thing about them. I mean, he cares about his patients, and we talk every day. He's a very religious man, and that makes me happy because I am too. I just had lost it. And the real work has started after I left there. I did not want to stop doing anything. So I continued my AA, I continued my readings, I put in the work overload when I left there because I knew something had changed in my brain and my body, for the simple fact that the craving of alcohol was gone. And so to me, that was a full blown miracle. For me to be able to go into a gas station and look a bottle of alcohol, vodka was my choice. I could look it right in the eye, and I just didn't have that mouth watering. I didn't have any cravings. I didn't think about it. It was weird. I could look at it and just be like, yeah, I don't want you. I don't know. It was weird. For me, that's never happened. I was so physically addicted, but I loved the burn. I loved the taste. I loved everything about it. So NAD treatments, man, it's a blessing. They've been around for a long time. I never knew about them, and hopefully the word spreads. Hopefully more people find out about this, because it's not a cure-all by all means, but I'll tell you, it does something to you, and it changes the your brain on a molecular level, to where like your subconscious and all these things are getting fixed, some wet brain issues and just whatever's going on, it works. The way I describe to some of my friends is that I have contentment and serenity of 16 to 18-year-old now, and I haven't felt anything like that before I decided to pick up the bottle. And it's because I'm able to live in the moment now. I don't have to. I don't live in fear. I don't live. This world we're all connected at a fast pace at all times, and it's overwhelming. This new world we live in with technology, and it can be so overwhelming. And for me, that was my last breaking point with this last relapse I had, that led me to Chad and Katie, and I'm forever grateful for it. And NAD treatments in general, I will probably continue to get them as long as I can see in the near future. Maybe one day I won't. I have no idea. But for the time being, it's one of those things that is going to be a part of my routine whenever I feel a little mundane or a little gloom, or it's been a few months and I feel like I need a little pick me up or something. I'm going to go get some treatments. But I am an advocate for NAD infusions. There's no doubt about it. The smile is real, and I'm 6 months sober, and it's the longest I've ever made it. And the greatest part about it is the craving is gone. So if there's anybody out struggling with addictions, and I know it probably works for lots of things. I know that there's all kinds of addictions out there. Let's face it. It's easy to get addicted to stuff, but mine was alcohol, and it took away the craving. That was the most important for me, so I could focus on my recovery and do everything else, and not have to sit there and think about drinking alcohol anymore. Like once you lose that part of it, the rest is not easy by all means. You got to put in the work. But for me, that was the hardest part, because it would not leave that desire and that craving. was the number one thing that I was looking to get rid of because I couldn't get it out of my head. I couldn't get it out of my mind. And this did it for me. And I'd like to offer my phone number to anybody struggling. I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's area code 417-894-0667. And my name is Brett, 417-894-0667. And I would love to talk to you about my experience. And I don't care where you're from, or all over the country, whoever sees this, holler at me.